お願いします。So today, I'm going to work with a roughly 12-inch piece of wood or dowel. And the purpose of the practice is to help our body move in a synchronized manner. So when we have a partner to work with, it's easier to know where to put our hands and at what time. But since so much of the practice over the last year or so has been solo practice, that there could be a tendency for our hands to drift in a way that is not the best manner for controlling the partner. So what the stick represents in this practice is really the uke's forearm. Okay, so one end of the stick is at the uke's elbow, the other end is at the wrist. So basically we're going to move through ikkyo, through gokyo, using the stick and going through the various techniques and applications, primarily from Shomanuchi, but these techniques can also be done from other attacks as well. Okay, so let's start off with a little bit of close-up work to talk about how you deal with the stick. So for the Shomanuchi practice, I'm going to be holding the stick in my rear hand. Okay. And my rear hand is going to swing up straight in front of me. Okay. And then my other hand, my front hand, is going to come up and make contact with the top of the stick, okay, at the top of your swing. Okay. So the hands come up together, but they're separated by this gap. The lower hand is at the partner's elbow when they do Shomanuchi. The upper hand is at the wrist. Okay. So from this position here, we then will cut down. And as we cut down, our top hand is going to close the grip on the stick. Okay. Close the grip from the smallest finger up towards the index finger. You can leave your index finger relaxed. So cut down in front. Okay, so I'll just run through ikkyo. Shomanuchi. So rear hand holds at the base. For ikkyo, Nikkyo, Senkyo, Yonkyo, drop your center a little bit before entering. This exercise can be seen as following a U shape. Your center goes down, and then you come up under the partner's arm. Okay, so you're not moving in horizontally. Center down, swing up, above your head, and close the grip on your right hand as you cut it down by your right knee. Okay, slide in to unbalance, and then down to the pin. Other side, so right hand holding, left leg is forward, swing up, cut down, your left hand closing the grip, finish by your left knee. Then come in with your rear foot to unbalance the partner. Okay. And drop down for the pin. Right foot forward, left hand holding. This time we'll do uro. Okay, starts the same way. Swing up, step in with your back foot, Tenkan. And down. Other side. Left foot forward. Swing up. Close the grip on your left hand as you come around. Step, Tenkan, and down. Okay, so why don't you try that for a few minutes? Go ahead. Onegaishimasu. Okay, that's fine, everyone. So one of the key concepts that this helps to practice is the relationship of your hands and your center. So when you swing up and take the grip at the top and cut down, your hands are out in front of your center and they form a triangle. Okay, with your hands and your center forming that triangle, making sure that your body is turning in a unified manner. Okay, so let's move on to Nikyo this time. We start the same way. Swing up, and our wrist, underside of our wrist is against the stick. Cut down, take the grip. Okay. Other side, swing up, underside of the wrist, cut down, okay, and take the stick, okay. So we'll do that and carry through with Nikyo now. Right foot forward, left hand holding it at the base. Swing up, okay, knees bent, back straight. Cut down. Okay, you've taken a Nikyo grip. We'll move into unbalance. Okay. Then we'll bring our right hand up to our left shoulder. Okay. And here we're applying the Nikyo. Okay. So when we apply, the bottom of the stick here is the partner's elbow. You flip the elbow over. Take your partner down, and if you want, you can do a submission. You flip this into your left elbow, pin the stick. Gives you the feeling of having the partner's arm in here. And do the submission. You don't have to do the last part there, the submission. The important part to work on is the initial entry and taking the Nikyo. So left foot forward, swing up, down, take the wrist, unbalance, bring your hand up to your shoulder, and apply the Nikyo. Flip the elbow over, kneel down. Okay, so this Nikyo Amote from Shomanuchi. Onegaishimasu, go ahead. Okay, everyone, that's good. This time we'll do Sankyo. So for this Sankyo, we're going to grab the partner's fingers as we cut down. Okay, so not the Tegatana, not the edge of the hand. So we'll take the partner's fingers as we cut down. So it starts the same way. Swing up, meet the stick at the top, and close the grip on the partner's fingers as you cut down. Okay. Now, once you cut down, the rear hand is going to spiral. Okay? So you've got a grip on the fingers. You twist your hand so the palm is up. Okay. That applies the Sankyo grip on the partner's hand. It intensifies it, rolling your hand like this. Okay. So once, I'll just do it from the start here, cut down, rear hand rolls. Now your other hand will come in, take over the Sankyo grip, come around in front of the partner and take them down. So let's try that. Right foot forward, swing up, hips down, cut down with the fingers in your right hand, okay? Twist and step forward with your back foot, okay? Your right hand palm is facing up with the grip on the partner's fingers. Now your left hand comes in, take the grip, you come around in front of the arm, kneel down by the shoulder, and finish with the Sankyo submission. Other side. Up, cut down, slide in and twist your hand, palm up. Other hand takes the grip. You come in front of the arm and take the partner down on their stomach. Sankyo. Okay. So last couple of movements, I've just been doing emote. You can also do ura with these as well, but being as it's a short class, we'll stay with emote. So carry on, try Sankyo. Okay, that's good. That's good, everyone. Okay, Yonkyo now. For this one, let's do it Ura. No special reason, just because we haven't been doing much Ura. Okay, so start the same stance. Up, step in. Okay. Now your hand that's farthest away from you reverses position. Right now the thumbs are towards each other. Okay. Reverse that top hand. So now the thumbs are facing in the same direction. Okay. Now we're going to apply Yonkyo to the wrist. Got Tenkan. And apply the pin at the end. Okay, other side. Swing out, step, Tenkan. Unbalance the partner a bit. Switch your grip to Yonkyo grip, both thumbs facing the same direction, away from you. Tenkan on your front foot, cut the partner around, and finish with the pin. Let's do that one more time. Okay. Step, Tenkan. Take the Yonkyo grip, Tenkan around, and apply the pin and finish. Okay, try that, Yonkyo. Shomuchi Yonkyo. Okay, everyone. Let's move on to Gokyo. So, with Gokyo, we should treat it as a weapon taking technique. So you're being attacked with a tanto or a knife. In this case, partner is attacking Shomanuchi. So we need to meet that especially carefully because the partner has a weapon, and we have to take extra precautions to make sure that we don't get cut. So as the partner comes in, we can start the same way as we were before. The tanto in the rear hand. And as the partner is coming in for the strike, we'll move in both thumbs up, okay, and hands close together, okay, at the elbow. We're taking the partner's elbow initially. And we're also stepping in, for this one, we'll step in with the back foot at the same time. Then, once we're at the elbow, we can slide up and lock the wrist, okay, to control the partner's hand and prevent them from cutting us. Then the Gokyo movement is a step shape. Okay. Down and out for the finish. Okay, so the other side. My rear foot is going to step forward as I swing up, control the elbow. Both thumbs up. Slide up the partner's forearm and take the wrist. Down vertically and out horizontally to finish. Okay, let's try that. Move forward. Okay, so step in with your back foot and stop the elbow. Maintain good arm extension. Don't allow your elbows to bend when you're receiving Gokyo. Okay. Arms out. Okay. Slide up. Take the partner's wrist and lock the wrist with your top hand. Flip the forearm so the hand is down, and then take it out. And here, you can apply pin. Finish. Other side. So back foot steps forward. As you swing up, slide up and take your wrist. Aim down at the mat and then out, pressure on the elbow. Here you can force the partner to release the tanto by lifting up on the wrist and pushing down on the elbow. And then do a submission. All right. Try Gokyo then. Go ahead. Okay, that's fine, everyone. So the Ikkyo, Nikkyo, Sankyo, Yonkyo movements can also be done from different attacks than Shomanuchi. So today we just dealt with Ikkyo through Gokyo from Shomanuchi. But Ikkyo through Yonkyo can also be done using a stick to help you in your solo practice. As I mentioned, all we've had for the last year or so is solo practice, no contact. So in this case, we'll hold the stick more in the middle. Okay. Katatori Gyaku Hamni. So we rotate our front hand, slide out to the side, take the end of the stick farthest away from you. And this end is the top end now is the elbow. And then you can do Ikkyo. Rotate front hand, slide out to the side, take this end of the stick, other end comes to the other hand, and in for Ikkyo. Okay. So this movement can be done from Katatori Gyaku Hamni, but it would be the same for Marote Dori. Partners holding Marote Dori, Ikkyo. Rotate your wrist, move out to the side, Ikkyo. Marote Dori. Or Ikkyo. Then you can bring it up to the shoulder as you did before. Or Ryote Dori. It can be done from Ryote Dori as well. So each wrist is held. Move up to the side and take the partners and elbow, come over. Okay. Ryote Dori. Two hands held. Front hand rotates up to the side, over and cut down, take in, and finish. Okay, so basically, before we close off the class here, this stick practices to enhance the synchronized movement of your body and hands, moving through the techniques while you're doing solo practice. Okay. So we're not sure how much longer that's going to be in place, the solo practice. But Usawa Sensei has mentioned several times when he's been here that he often does solo practice himself. Over the years, he'll go to into the dojo by himself and work on his movements. So he encourages the benefits of what solo practice can add to people's partner practice. So solo practice doesn't have to be something that ends when the pandemic ends. It's something you can carry on with in the future as conditions improve around the world and in your dojo. Anyways, thank you everyone for attending, and a special thank you to the CAF organizing committee, Anita and Steve and all the helpers. It's been a great seminar, and it's much appreciated by everybody who's been attending it. Thank you. We'll close
Thanks
off
very much.
class. We'll close off class there. Great. Obrigado, Guggenheim.
Thanks very much, Scott Sensei, for a wonderful class. It was really interesting to see how you've made such great use of such a simple item.
Thank you.
There is a question from Liz McKinley, if we can dive in. She's asking, with Yonkyo, how important is pointing the index finger?
I'm assuming you're talking about the nage. I know pointing the index finger for the uke can help when you're receiving Yonkyo, but for the nage roll, the Kawahara Sensei said that Yonkyo was an especially good practice for building up the strength in the hand. He said the energy should flow between the index finger and the thumb. So I don't think necessarily the finger needs to be pointed in a direct manner like that. But I think the energy should flow along this loop here when the Yonkyo is being applied. So there's more focus on this part of the bottom knuckle on your index finger is the point that is applying the Yonkyo. So that's where most of your energy is focused through that point.
Thank you, Scott Sensei. Can I ask a quick question? Did you say at the beginning of that answer that uke can point their finger in receiving Yonkyo? Does that help too?
Yes, I've been told that when you're receiving Yonkyo, if you point your index finger, that Ishiyama Sensei pointed this out, that if you're receiving Yonkyo, if you point your index finger, it can relieve some of the pain.
I wish somebody would have told me that decades ago.
Oh, it's a secret teaching.
Not a secret anymore. Thanks very much for helping everyone out with that one. Scott Sensei, for how long have you been implementing or polishing this implementation of the small stick in your solo practice?
Well, probably 6 or 8 months or so. We've done it off and on. Yeah. We don't do it all the time, every class, or even every class. We just do it now and then to help our training. I haven't found a way to make it helpful in other techniques like Shihonage, Kotegaeshi, Rimi Nage. So it's just for the Ikkyo through Gokyo practice.
Okay, thank you. There are a couple of questions in the chat. I'm going to share them with you. Adrian is asking, well, the chat is like flying by. Everyone's super impressed with your class, by the way. I'm just going to try and find the question. Adrian is asking, is this related to the way Tada Sensei is using Neribo?
I'm not
Must
sure
be. Okay.
I'm not familiar with what Tada Sensei is doing.
Okay.
or even what Neribo is. I don't know what that is.
Me neither. I was hoping you could shed some light. I'm going to go and bug Adrian afterwards for some more information on that one. Someone is asking, did Kahara Sensei teach Yonkyo with bending Uke's wrist? I know that sometimes Uke's wrist gets bent a lot and other times it doesn't get bent so much. I'm thinking this question is regarding that.
Yep. I'm not sure I will answer the question the way with the intent it's being asked, but sometimes you take the grip in Nikyo. Okay, you've got the hand in Nikyo, so you're holding the back of the hand, and then you can apply Yonkyo with the wrist bent in that position without changing your grip on the initial hand. Okay, so from Nikyo directly into Yonkyo, from Nikyo grip to Yonkyo, the wrist will be bent in that position. It can be done that way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Sensei
Thank you,
did
Scott
show it
Sensei.
that way sometimes.
Okay, thank you. There's a question whether or not there's an application for this short stick for Shihonage.
I haven't figured it out yet, so let me know if you.
Okay. Scott Sensei, that looks like all the questions that have been put forth by the participants through the chat. It was a wonderful class. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Steve, and thank you to everyone for attending.